Hi, this is Wendy Zambrano, and this is my TripleTen story. I am from Venezuela. I study biology and chemistry as a teacher. I graduated when I was 25, and then after that, I decided to migrate. I went to live in the Philippines, and since I couldn't work there as a teacher, I started working in the call center industry. And then in 2018, working in that process, I got involved in QA, but most in the process side. And that's how I actually end up like wanting to learn more about QA and getting like involved in other projects. And that's how I end up in TripleTen, looking for something else. I'm married and I have three kids. And my husband, he was working as well in the Philippines in the consulting industry. He was a manager there. And then they decided that they need a manager here, so they transfer here. They transfer us, all of us, to to the U.S. And I was doing for them quality assurance for the Spanish team. However, the market is changing a lot, and then they have to lay off a lot of people, and I was one of them. I wanted to do something that I really love, which is quality and different aspects, and also because I have two kids and taking calls with the kids in the house is it's a challenge. And that's when I found actually TripleTen, when I was looking for something, and when a new opportunity or something that I could do to improve my situation, not just for my family, but also for me, because I was feeling like that was not that what I wanted to do. I was already familiar with a lot of tools and also like reporting bugs and identifying issues in the system. However, I wanted something that will teach me more about the technical process and how to or the language of how to read information that I didn't know how to read. So I check and saw that in the program there will be SQL, JavaScript, all those programming language that will be helpful for me to find a better position, as well other tools that I didn't know how to use and that will be very helpful, and that will put me in a better position to apply for more more jobs, because all the applications were very specific and I didn't have that.
And did you look at any other boot camps?
Not really. I was convinced since the first moment. The time I actually was a little bit longer, because when I wasn't during the almost like the end of the course, I got pregnant. So it was very hard for me, the news, and like taking the time to do the changes, the needed changes. So it kind of like extended a little bit there. But it took around 8 months. I was working in call center, but from home. I was remotely. And I was taking calls from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. back to back. Like it will be one call after the other with 30 seconds of resting time. So, and I was studying or dedicating time to study after that. Like 7 p.m. I started studying and working on the project since I was in the project part. I was very, I would say, persistent on my time. Like I will dedicate at least 1 hour, 30 minutes to the bootcamp every day, sometimes even more, but that was the minimum for me. There was moments that where I dedicated a whole afternoon if I have the time, or a whole evening, like from 7 p.m. to 11, even when I was working the whole day already. So that was the way how I kind of um, dedicated my time to TripleTen. I always refer to Spring 4. It was horrible. It was that wasn't for me the terrible the terrible Spring 4, because I think it took me like 6 weeks or 4 weeks to finish. I don't remember. I think I misunderstood the task that I have to do, and then I did a mess, and I worked super hard on that mess. And then when I submitted it when I got the review, and then I have to start over. And I was frustrated with the situation because I needed to start from zero. Basically, I don't know why or how I mess up so much on that. But it teach me as well that once you are in that situation in a real life, like you will be testing something and then you don't understand the program or the requirements or what you have to do. Sometimes you have to step back, rethink what you're doing, and look at from another perspective, and that will help you achieve what you want. The timing and the way how the acceleration program works makes you focus in doing that and in a weekly basis. You have someone there that is telling you, what did you do this week? Did you submit your applications? What are the challenges that you have with your applications? And that's something very important when you have a goal. Like it's not, you can expect only that the motivation comes from you, but sometimes you need someone that is pushing you and telling you, okay, I'm here for you if you need me, and I'm here to support you in that goal. And that is actually what I felt it was the acceleration program for me, because during that time I was moving, I was very pregnant, I was having some emotional roller coasters, and she was there for that. And it was showing me the support that I needed to keep moving and to keep applying and to keep looking for that, even if my personal life was hard at the moment. In the interview process, once I told her, like, I have an interview, they helped me prepare me for all the questions for the interview. And that was very, very important for me to get the job. I work for the company Revenue Solutions, um, as a quality assurance tester. So what I do is to work in the quality team and making sure that the software that we are that or the product that we have is working correctly. And I work remotely, which is something that I always wanted, because I can take care of my three kids, and I can help in the house, and I can also like feel like I'm not letting them go and I have to go out and I don't know what they're doing or anything. I always know what my kids are doing. I put them to do activities when I'm working, and that really makes me feel like I'm fulfilling a lot of my personal goals, which is my life as a mother, as a woman, and also like as a person who likes to work and who has a career goal, like not just like be a mom, but do something else. I would say like a career is not necessarily something that you say, I want to be this, but sometimes you build it on the way with the opportunities that you find and the opportunities that you have on hand at the moment. And if you're lucky like me, it will be something, those opportunities will be something that you will actually really get to love in the process. Very few times in my life that I have feel down that I cannot stand up and do something. And right now that I have my three kids, now I have three. By that time I have two. I always think like, okay, I'm doing this, or I move every day because I want something better for them, because I want to teach them as well that you have to work hard for to get things, and you just find the strength somewhere inside you to move forward and to do things.